Ladies and gentlemen, every day I talk about education. I say education, they are very important. Look how education, how they challenge brain. How they challenge brain. When we talking to Prime Minister, to give them society independence, freedom, to sing them they can solve violence, killing each other. He's a no lesson anything. He's a no lesson anything we talking. And when we societies are going the street to against, they say no, they stop income. They start charge them case. They stop income, transport not working, street not working. They put this to society to charge them case. Now look, this sickness they come, them they start to scared to die. Them they start to destroy everything. They close everything. Now na parliament they put inside house. They put parliament inside house. They don't want to thinking about the economic. They don't want thinking about economic. Na 10 years, na 20 years will be inside house. And they bring them to start to scare to use the power. Why they use the power? They want to sing this sickness, they can walk away they go. Now them to be free outside. Now they start thinking this society we have to use them power to be inside the house. Some societies they have sickness to die to finish it. And some they don't have to live with them. Will open everything. They destroy everything, all borders. Before I told you, when you are rich, they your enemy. Before I have another video. And they challenge your brain. And I say when you have power, the same they you are the enemy. They bring you to use longer way power. Now look how they use longer way power. When we talking to government, to give them women's rights, them to control them up, see. When we give them we talking to government, give them boys her rights, see. Na them happy to decide what they want to do. Them to take them care them herself. Prime Minister he say no, I going to destroy economic. Him is not thinking to make economic another way. He is thinking to get economic to pin men and women. Why I told you education is very important. When you say give them women rights and boys rights, boys to control, to protect her pini, and the girls to protect her pussy, he start to say no. I destroy economic. He want these two parts to control them, to have economic. He's thinking about these parts only. When he leave these two parts, there be freedom, independence, he lost economic. Now they not count how much money they lost. Why they not count? This is this Korea the sickness, they not protect them. Now they bring them to lose everything, not to protect everything. Not to protect everything. How are you thinking? This sickness, no anybody he know. And when this sickness they come, I told them, no anybody he know this sickness, how they come. Now I want to ask you a question. This sickness, when they start to mix with the fruit, in the fruit, apples, all fruit, they destroy the country all fruit. They don't want to this fruit all countries. They start to cut all country fruit. And when they start to come to be in food, they close all country food. People, society not to eat food. Not to eat food. They close all food. They say don't sharing anybody food. And they be one day they say na food they have this sickness. One day they say na fruit they have sickness. Waiting. Keep it in my video. You're going to hear this. I told them no anybody he know. Now look, they bring them to destroy Australia right society. When you have boyfriend, you are not live with him, you are not allowed to close with her. When you have a girlfriend, you are not live with him, you are not allowed to close with her. When you have a family, you are not live with them, you are not allowed to close with them. Now they put legal. This is the power to against the enemy, to against them. They start to destroy everything. They don't want to see you sitting anywhere. They don't want to, they start to say no, don't sitting in the garden and don't do anything. Why they do this? They scared this sickness, they kill them. They scared this sickness, they kill them. And them they start to say they want to dodge this sickness. Them not to die. Not to die. Now you look, they don't want to protect society to killing each other. They want economic about happening. And them this sickness, na them they scared to scare. And when they scared, they not get education to say why we abuse each other. They not get this education, and they bring more another training to abuse this society, not to give them rights. Now, when you need partner to this time, when you get someone you want to close with her, you close with her, they start to blame you you have legal, and this is not illegal. This sickness, they no allow to abuse this society. To abuse this society. They no allow to take rights from society. The sickness like another sickness. Society, they have to be free. Them to teach them not to close each other. When you want to close with someone, close with one only, not two. Don't mix with a lot of people. Now they start to put charge this data to your phone, and not to charge data. They're not going to protect society. They're not going to protect society. No, when you put this data to your phone, and you walk and you get this sickness, what is they help you? What is they going to help you? Them to teach society, don't close each other only. They can help them. Not to say, don't close when you want to do, to close with someone. Them, to say we have to test all of society, to see society they have sickness, to try to give them, shop them ourselves, how they can go to buy food, where they can go to buy food, not which street they can walk as them, not them to be comfortable, to give them street which street they can go outside, not them to go in the street. And society, they don't have sickness, not them to tell them this street don't go there. This shop don't go there. Now when you get all of society, now people work in the shop, now people work in the business, they have sickness. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? And na food they have sickness. Fruit they have sickness. What are you going to do? You're going to shut everything. Already you finished shut. Communication in society. They know how to have communication. This is a power the eating brain. And rich the eating brain. And they bring to challenge them. And to destroy all income. Them now, you see, they don't care this. They care when we talk about pussy, give them women to have rights, they start fighting you. To say business come to be together to protect economic. Business come to be together to protect economic. To kill you, we are not allowed fighting about your rights. They have rights. Now, look, they busy every day they can talk 10 times. They're talking about this sickness. Now you can hear they're talking about to protect society in fire. You can hear to protect family in violence, killing children, killing women, men to be poisoned. When we talk this, they say we put money, they put more violence. When we say slave people, society slave, distress, they say no. We go, call this number, call this number, call this number. They'll give you number to call to give you medicine. And then they say they put money to help society, they have distress. They not give them, these people, they have distress. When we say stop raping women to kill them, they say no. I take to 10 years. When he raping, I put him forever in prison. This all they're not going to solve this problem. Them they know. Them to challenge you only. To challenge you, to give him right, to give them society rights, them to be freedom to close each other, to start to talk to each other, to play each other, to start to protect them ourselves, to start to run experience how they can protect them ourselves. No. They told them they put money. Now look to this sickness, they're not thinking anything. They're not thinking anything. When you talk to Prime Minister, protect your society. Hello business, come be together to protect economic. When you say Prime Minister Scott Morrison, protect society in fire, in violence, don't talk. Don't talk. Stop it. Stop it. This is the result of society. This is the result of society violence. This sickness, already they come, they have violence. They have this sickness, they come, they find in the society, they have this violence to killing each other. They're not thinking about this. And they start to bring this sickness, violence, to abuse the society, to teach them to be comfortable, them to be free. Now they shut all, everything. Them scaring to die. You think them they start scaring and they're going to die. They shut everything and they start to abuse the more. This is not going to help us, the sickness. This sickness, you have to know when they come, they want to kill you, they'll kill you. Now if you will be inside the house. Now if you will be, you are not see, your eyes, they not see people in the face. Sickness, they'll come, they'll kill you. Now, brothers, sisters, look where you were. Where you were. To live, to born in your country, you don't have rights you have. You don't have rights you have. You think Prime Minister, he born not like another society? You think people they work in parliament, they're born, they're not like another society? We born the same. We born the same. We live the same. No power, they bring to understand. They bring them not to understand. And rich, they bring them not to understand, to lose everything. Now look, they close. They don't want to hear to open. They don't want to hear people to be free outside. They don't want to hear people, they close each other, they talk each other. When you are not listening me, in the future you will start to say no, you will start to surrender, to say, oh, I leave people to be together. I ask you a question. Government, this sickness, when they come in the fruit, you cut all country fruit. This sickness, when they come in the food, you will stop people not to eat food. This is my question to you. ABS, Oro News, share with him. This is my question. Share with him. This is my question. And in the future, they say, they say when this food they have this sickness.